Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Bold and the beautiful spoilers have Bill Spencer visiting Luna Nozowa at the jail again. But this time, she appears badly beaten on the CBS soap. So the publishing magnate wants to know how this happened. Next, Luna tells her story. But you can't help but wonder if she tells the truth or spins a story to lure Bill into her web of deceit. Bold and the Beautiful has Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, drawn to Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, for some reason. It is not a romantic urge that keeps him from severing ties. But for some reason, he relates to something about Luna. Unlike the Spencer patriarch's outlook on this relationship, Luna attempted to lure him in for a lover. But he saw himself as a father figure to her. So, after previously making passes at him, she now spins a case for him to rescue her from a life in prison. But is she appealing to the father in him, or attempting to entice him for romance? Last week on Bold and the Beautiful, the wayward intern entered the visiting room at the jail. A clue emerged that Bill already pulled some strings. The guard said she heard from his buddy that he was to have alone time with this prisoner, so someone was breaking a rule for him. Then Luna Nozowa swept her hair to one side with her hand. This exposed some nasty-looking bruises and cuts on her face. And, of course, this works, as Bill Spencer becomes concerned. So did she do this herself, or pay another inmate to do it to her, to entice Bill to feel sorry for her? Or is she a target of others behind those bars? Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have Bill Spencer staying in touch with Luna Nozowa as he reads her letters and then visits her in jail. It seems obvious what Luna is after by beckoning him to visit. She is desperate and begs him to get her out of there. B&B fans wonder how Bill Spencer can still have anything to do with Luna Nozowa. He can't be bored and have nothing else to do. On Friday's cliffhanger episode, he sat through their visit with her pleading for help. So far, Bill shows no indication that he plans to help Luna Nozowa. So what is up with these bizarre visits? This is Bold and the Beautiful, so they may script Bill as the guy who pulls some strings to get Luna released. In real life, anyone who killed two men and then became caught in the act of attempting to kill her cousin's wife would likely have no chance of seeing the outside world again. But that wasn't all. To top it off, she framed her mother for the murders. So where is B&B planning for Bill to go with these visits to Luna Nozowa? Bold and the Beautiful fans suggest maybe Bill Spencer learns he is Luna Nozowa's father. Fans are no longer surprised by a DNA test switch after the number of times it has been done on this soap for one person or another. So maybe Bill somehow learns he is Luna's father. This would explain why B&B keeps Bill hanging in there with Luna and looking troubled when doing so. Another theory suggests that Bill Spencer is still in love with Luna's mother. So maybe these fleeting visits to Luna are Bill just trying to figure out what kind of woman could spawn such a monster. Although other fans think that theory runs too deep for Bill, analyzing relationships is not his forte. It could be as simple as Bill Spencer seeing Luna Nozowa as a victim of her upbringing. So maybe he wants to help her get a second chance by pulling some strings on the CBS soap. In the glitzy, power-driven world of Los Angeles, where fashion and passion intertwine, Luna knew one thing. To win over Bill Spencer, she had to take a drastic step. Bill was a man hardened by betrayal, softened by fleeting love, and guarded by his empire, a man who only reacted to the unimaginable. Luna stood before the floor-length mirror in her modest apartment, staring at her own reflection. A dark plan brewed in her mind. Bill needed to believe she was in danger, needed to see her as someone worth protecting, someone fragile yet unbreakable. She knew the game well. To capture Bill's heart, she had to break it first. The bruises would be her paint, the blood her story. Her hands trembled as she raised the iron candle holder. One swift strike to her shoulder, and pain blossomed through her arm like wildfire. A gasp escaped her lips, but she bit down hard, forcing herself to stay in control. Tears blurred her vision as she assessed the red mark forming on her skin. It wasn't enough. Luna's heart pounded, fear creeping into her resolve. Was this really necessary? Could she go through with it? She thought of Bill's piercing gaze, the way he towered over the world like an immovable force. If he saw her wounded, helpless, he'd let her in, she was sure of it. With renewed determination, Luna struck again, this time against her ribs. The pain doubled her over, but she gritted her teeth. A smear of blood appeared where her nails had dug into her palm during the impact. She wiped it across her cheek, letting it streak down like war paint. As the hours ticked by, Luna's bruised and battered body became a canvas of determination. She took a shaky breath and dialed Bill's number. It rang once, twice, before his gruff voice cut through the line. "Bill, I need you," she whispered, her voice a delicate quiver. "Please, help me." She gave him the address, collapsing onto the floor once the call ended. Luna hugged herself, hoping the pain would fade before he arrived. She knew Bill, if he saw her like this, he wouldn't walk away. Not this time. When Bill stormed into the apartment minutes later, his face was a mixture of shock and anger. His gaze swept over her bruised face, the blood staining her blouse, and his jaw clenched. Luna whimpered, reaching for him. "I was attacked. I didn't see who it was. They just—" Bill's hands were gentle as he touched her face, eyes blazing with fury. "Who did this to you?" She bit her lip, guilt bubbling up through the carefully constructed plan. "I don't know. I needed to see you. I didn't know where else to go." Bill pulled her into his arms, his touch surprisingly tender. Luna felt the weight of her actions crushing her from the inside. Maybe she hadn't needed to go this far. Maybe he would have listened without the bruises. But now, enveloped in Bill's protective embrace, she knew she'd crossed a line, one she could never uncross. As Bill vowed to protect her and find the person responsible, Luna felt a pang of regret. Could love built on lies ever truly survive? And when the truth inevitably surfaced, would Bill ever forgive her? But for now, she remained in his arms, hoping that the pain she inflicted on herself was worth the fleeting comfort of being wanted, being loved.